Hey guys and dolls, yeah, it's me again, Robin Graves. And this is The World According to Graves, or as I like to call this train ride, WATG. Anyway, um, let me get this out of the way. My Cowboys versus Aliens is a good comic book, and a little bit of sippage here. Look at this, something a little different for me. Still no experimentation happening today, which is cool. It means I hate tasting slop. Ugh. Anyway, I want to get started today. I was I spend a lot of time on social media, and I got a lot of friends on social media, especially some that live very close by. Um, One Teresa Buckner, a good friend of mine and my wife's, her and Mike are great people, awesome human beings. Um, Kind of passed this one on to me. She was involved in this. I can't mention people's names at the moment. They're still trying to get it straightened out. And everything. Let me tell you the story. Let me tell you what's going on, and you'll understand. Six Flags in Douglasville, Georgia. Uh, they refused admission of a person wearing an American flag bandana. They actually had the police out there stopping them from coming in. The police said they were ordered by the park itself not to let anybody in wearing an American flag. Now, I can't mention these people's names yet because this is going to be an ongoing story. I've still got to find out what corporate said to them. They're supposed to get hold of corporate and find out what they, the whole why this happened. I myself have tried to speak to Six Flags yesterday and today. That's why this is like a day late. I wanted to put this out yesterday, but so far they've passed me from person to person. They've all said one or two things. We'll get back to you or no comment. So they're pretty much screwed up. They know they did. Why in the world is it that you can't wear an American flag bandana anywhere here in Georgia? To anything public. In fact, a lot of places in this country, period, won't allow this. But they'll allow you to wear something with Black Panthers on it, or ISIS, or some other bullshit. But you can't wear an American flag because it's offensive. Well, I'm offended that you people won't allow people to wear the American flag or show the American flag. There are people right now who have the American flag on their cars. They're unable to park in public parking because their car has an offensive symbol on it. But I could see somebody, with the NAACP or or some other bullshit, put it all over their car that offends me. But I can't say a word about it because I'm an American. Yeah, folks, this I'm going to go in deeper on this as I find out more of what's going on and how this happened and what's being done about it. So far, Six Flags, their corporation, the park, Six Flags itself in Douglasville, Georgia, has pretty much told me no comment. Corporate has passed me along and said they'll get back to me on this. Nobody wants to say anything because they fucked up. They know they did. I do understand that there may be some legal repercussions against Six Flags for this because this is not the only people they've done this to. They've done it to people in Texas, in Six Flags Park in Texas in the past. So, uh, but I have gotten a message from somebody out there, a viewer, complaining about my language because I say the word fuck. I say a lot worse things than that. I was told, well, why can't you just not say it? I'm going to tell you something right now. Anybody out there who starts a sentence with, well, can't you just, probably doesn't have a single clue of what the fuck they're talking about. I use a lot of uncivil and unchristian language because I have the freedom to do so. It's called the freedom of speech. I will say what I say, what I want to say, when I want to say it. But I also understand that there is a responsibility with this freedom. I'm not allowed to go into a theater, a crowded movie theater, and yell fire. With every freedom we have out there, we also have responsibilities. And I'm very pro firearm, pro Second Amendment, pro a lot of things. I have, I've had firearms in the past. I have firearms now. Um, One of my jobs was carrying a firearm at one point in my life. Those of you out there who are gun owners, pro Second Amendment, walking around carrying your firearm with you in plain sight, trying to intimidate people, you're not intimidating anybody. You're hurting your own. You're hurting your own cause. I see when you people walk around in front of my home with any kind of rifle, period, or brandishing a handgun. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care which side of the spectrum you're on. I'm going to call the police, if not shoot your ass, because I'm not going to stand around and wait to see what kind of fuckery you're up to. So, if you want to go around, trying to prove something, prove how much of a gun owner you are by running around carrying your AR-15 or your SKS, don't do it in public. Do everybody a favor. See, having a firearm is like having a dick. It's great to have one. It's not cool to wag it around in public. Get a clue. Get a hint. Quit being stupid. Because one day, you're going to have somebody like me who's not going to put up with your fuckery. Is probably going to shoot you, if not call the police, if not both. So, anyway, next. I was going to do this big presentation here. I decided, you know what, I'm not going to. I'm just, I'm going to do what I normally do. I'm going to let this go as it goes. A lot of you out there have complained because I'm very non-professional with this. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not intending to be. I want you guys to see me as, and hear this as it's happening. I'm not going to clog up, your bandwidth with fancy special effects, cutaways, which, well, I may be doing that before it's over with. Like I said, last last video, I'm having to get some more programming. My computer went tits up. I lost everything. But anyway, I'm just going to skim through this. Since 2016, the Democrats have been in total disarray. They've been in total chaos. They have no message for 2020. They have no clue. The whole thing has been anti-Trump. Resist. Hate Trump. I hate Trump. I want to resist Trump. That's their whole message. Every Democrat out there has that. Now, before you say anything, before anybody decides to think, oh, he's some Republican asshole, I'm not a Republican. I'm not right wing. I'm not left wing. I'm not Democrat. I'm not liberal. I'm not conservative. I'm an American. I vote for the person I think that do the best for this country. Bernie Sanders is a communist. I don't care what you people think. You people who voted for him, you're anti-American. You're communist. You're lazy. You want things handed to you. You don't plan anything. You don't make any plans longer than 5 minutes in the future. I, on the other hand, look at the long run. Now, the whole message of Trump hatred. Now, I'm going to ask questions here. Has Trump ruled erratically? Yes. Has Trump zigged when he thought he was going to zag? Yes. Has Trump ran off at the mouth on Twitter? Yes. Has he been hostile to the press? Yes. Has he been a businessman more than a president? Yes. Yes, he has. Yes to all of those questions. I'm going to tell you why. He's not a politician. He doesn't play the political games. He doesn't get into the political cons. He doesn't go and try to be self-serving. He's only getting paid literally nothing for being president. Now, don't tell me, oh, he's just saying that. If Obama said that, you'd believe it. The thing is he's made his money. You can't buy him. Obama went into the presidency with zero money. Nothing. Living from credit card. He was living on credit cards. And he got out of the presidency. And how much money does he have now? How did he get that much money? Yeah, think about it. How did he get that much money when he went in 8 years previously? dead broke. See, the thing is yes, I hear all this stuff people say that Donald Trump is all for the rich, and that's all he's doing is helping his cronies. No, he's a businessman. And I've ran my own business before, and I will tell you. In fact, I'm running my own business now. Not this video thing, because I'll get paid for this. But I will tell you this. Everybody says that the businesses get richer while we get poorer. Well, let's look at the past 8 years previous to Trump's winning the presidency. Our economy went downhill. Businesses were regulated out the ass. Taxes were sky high. I can say that. I paid them. And now we get, people were out of work. Our GDP was what, 1.4? That's it. And that was called the new norm by President Obama. By the way, he has recently made a comment that he was the king of America. Yeah, a mentality like that bothers me. We don't recognize royalty in this country. All you people out there say that you're descended from kings. No, you weren't. You're an American. We don't recognize royalty here in this country. Now, we'll get back on subject here. For a business to be able to pay anybody, to pay their expenses, they have to make money. Businesses were going under. I sat here since 2010 to 2016 for 6 years here in Atlanta watching businesses go under, one after the other. I saw where businesses were being built in 2009 into 2010 and were never completed because the company went under. The construction company went under. Incomes went down massively. And then Trump was elected. People were happy. Businesses were very happy because he was a businessman. He understands how businesses work. Most of the people sitting there talking flap about him and how he's only for the rich have no clue how a business operates. You can't just go and say, well, I've got a business and I'm rich now. That's not how it happens. Even at the best of times. You're going to be putting out a lot of money to keep your business afloat. So Trump became president. Businesses knew that he was a businessman. He knew how businesses operated. All of a sudden, we see a high influx of activity in the business sector. More and more people are being hired. That doesn't mean the company owner is getting rich. It means he's able to now expand his business and hire more people. The government does not create jobs. The government has never created jobs. The private sector has. Every president out there says, well, I'm going to create more jobs. No, they're a liar. They've never created any jobs whatsoever. Trump did. While he was a businessman before he became president, he employed countless people. Thousands, millions. Did Obama? No. Obama lived on credit cards. Did the Clintons? Excuse me. No. They never did anything other than politics. They never owned their own business. Trump did. Now, I'm not going to sit here and sing the praises of Trump because Trump has made mistakes. I'm still waiting for you out there to tell me that the 1,000 lies on record that Trump told. Yeah, I'm still waiting. Hold on, wait. I need to wait here for a minute. Waited. Nobody said a word. But I would like to bring up a few things also about Trump. Yes, he's ruled erratically. He's a businessman. That's how business is ran. He goes into every situation believing the person across from him is trying to screw him. I've had to negotiate my own contracts before, and I went in the same way. Unless you've been in that situation, don't judge people. He's not a politician. He doesn't know the political games. I don't think he wants to know the political games. So far, the political games have gotten us nowhere. Politicians have gotten us nowhere. I am so anti-politician. Nobody goes into public service willingly just to serve. Politicians go into politics to get rich. And if you notice, most of them, if not all, in most cases, are lawyers. They all have legal training. Did you know that to be a lawyer during legal training, You have to develop a moral void where you don't care who wins as long as it's you. You don't care who gets hurt or who loses as long as you win. That's how they operate. That's how politicians have operated. They all became, attorneys started running for politics and became a good old boy network. Trump wasn't part of that. So it's all hate Trump, resist Trump. That's the only message that Democrats have. Now I've got a list of possible politicians on the left. They're going to be running in 2020, and they're going to all lose. Trump beat 17 Republicans during the primaries. That scared a lot of you out there. So let's talk about. Hold on, I got a list here. Let's see here. Kamala Harris. A lot of people have a lot of hope for her. I've done some digging on her. She's viewed, even by the left, as a ruthless inquisitor, unable to pull anyone across party lines. She's gone. She won't win. Screechy Elizabeth Warren. She's a... oh my God. She doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell. She has nobody following her except for her elitist upper middle class assholes that acts just like she does. She's gone. Elizabeth Warren has no chance. Let me think here. Who else is there? Kristen Gillibrand. She's too mediocre. I don't even think she's even, I don't think she qualifies to be known as a human being. Boy, she's mediocre as hell. Cory Booker has as much chance as a piece of cork. Jesus. Andrew Cuomo. That guy's just a yapping puppy acting like a bully, okay? I'm just going to tell you that right now. That guy's got no balls. All you got to do is stomp your foot at him. He's going to piss himself. Piss will be flying out of his sleeves. Jesus. Bernie Sanders. He's too old and creepy. Jeez. The only people who followed him were the people who were involved into political, who were into political identities. I mean, people who had like, who decided that on a day-to-day basis they're going to have a new pronoun. Those are pretty much the only people that followed him. And the media pushed him so hard. It's not funny. Joe Biden. Sorry, man. Got to tell you right now, not only are you old and creaky, your buddy Obama cut you off at the knees. You don't stand a snowball's chance either. Let me do this list here. Hillary Clinton. Oh, dear God. She is used goods. The best thing that happened for her is if Trump won again. So far, the left they have nobody running. They have nobody with anything, no appeal to anyone. And they want to sit here and talk about how it's a blue wave, they're going to take it in 2020. The best they could do was put more Democrats into the Senate because they had nobody running against them. That's the only reason a lot of these people stayed in the Senate anyway. Yeah, they gained a few seats. Yeah, blah, 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 whatever. But see, you got to understand something. The Senate and the Congress answer to the president. They can't pass a law, a bill. They can't do anything without the president signing off on it. And yet they can cause all kinds of gridlock. But see, the left's causing gridlock. And then instead of pointing at the right because it's their fault because they won't agree with us. That's a kid game. The whole thing about the Democrats, getting scared because the government's going to be shut down for a few days. We're all going to die. Millions of people are going to die. Do you know how often the government shuts down? The government shuts down every holiday, sometimes for up to 3 or 4 days. The government actually shuts down every weekend. So a few days being shut down isn't going to hurt a damn thing. The media likes to make a big deal out of this. The left likes to point fingers. The right pretty much, well, from what I've seen from the right, they're pretty much cowards. They're cowards anyway. The main problem we have with politicians is that they're politicians. That's the problem. We get politicians out of their career politicians out of office. Maybe we can get something done. I've seen all these people. It's like, oh, this guy's gonna be he's gonna be a good senator. He's gonna be a good congressman. He's gonna be this. Gets elected. You don't exist anymore. He doesn't give a shit. So, no politician out there gives a shit about you unless there's an election going on. So, and, you go, you vote for this piece of slimy crap, and he decides once he's elected, screw you. That O'Connor, whatever her name is, girl from New York, that bartender that became something, she can't even move to Washington, D.C. just to get her taxes in. Then she can afford to move to Washington, D.C. She has no clue. She acts like she cares so much about you. She has no clue you exist. You voters, people out there voted for her. I'm not going to ask why. I refuse to ask why. I know why. You're idiots. Oh, and people out there who told me they don't like being called idiots. Well, quit being an idiot. I'll quit calling you one. Simple as that. Our main problem is we got too many politicians in politics. Let's get rid of the politicians, people. Let's put some people in there that aren't career politicians. Evidently, we're not going to end up having term limits for these assholes. They got to vote for their own term limits. The funny thing is, anything that concerns them has to do with them, their raises, term limits, their benefits, whatever. We're the ones paying for all of this. We're the ones footing the fucking bill. Do we pay for this? Yes. Do we get to make a decision about it? No. They are the ones who make decisions. They want to sit there and talk about how they're going to, take less money. They're going to vote for, or they're going to vote for a raise. It doesn't matter. See, by the time they vote, it's already been decided. That's just dog and pony show. You sit there and think, oh well, so and so, I'm voting for him because he voted against the raise. He got that raise, didn't he? It was decided before he even voted, and he's still a recipient of that raise, and you still want to vote for that cocksucker. Yeah. They want to sit here and decide what medical benefits we have. They want to decide about insurance that we have, how we do this, how we do that. Look at Obamacare. All these idiots are there. We've got, Pelosi herself said, we got to pass this to see what's in it. 90% of the bills that go through Congress and through the Senate, nobody reads. If people would have actually read Obamacare, they would have looked at it, wiped their nose or their ass with it, stomped it on the ground and said no. Do you realize how much bullshit was passed with that fiasco? My God, I can sit here and tell you I don't have time online to do that. I try to keep these videos about 30 minutes or so. I would be here for 2 hours explaining that to you just to get past the first bunch of bullshit that got passed with that. Holy crap. These politicians sit there and tell you that, oh, we care about you. That's why I'm running. I care. They cared about you. They put somebody else in there who could do their jobs. I'd love to be a politician. They work, maybe 4 months out of the year? Maybe. Get paid for the whole year. It's worse than being a teacher where they works 9 months out of the year and gets paid for, somehow it gets paid for 12. Get unemployment for those 3 months. Let me ask you a question, guys. Do you know how much these politicians get paid? They get paid a hell of a lot more than you do and work a hell of a lot less than you do. And you people want to vote for them. I'm sorry, guys. This whole mess. There's a lot of these politicians are part of what's called the deep state. A lot of people say, no, that's just conspiracy theory. No, it's quite real. I'm sorry to tell you, it's very real, but it's not exactly how it's been talked about. The actual deep state is the politicians that sit there and do nothing and keep getting voted in. The policies, the bureaucracy, the bloated amounts of money that go to these certain programs that you had no say in. And this is what happens right before a government falls. I figure the United States government, we got maybe 50 years at the rate this is going before it's gone, before it crumbles under its own weight. And I'm being optimistic about that 50 years. We have so much bullshit happening right now that money is going into. Did you know that there are committees that are being paid? There are offices that are being paid There are people in jobs that you had no say in whether they get that job or not in our government that are being paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Their expenses are paid. Their bills are paid. They have an expense account on top of all of this, and you are paying for it. That is the deep state. Those in there who we never decided was going to be there. We never decided how much they're going to be paid. We never decided how they got in there or what their authority is. It's handed to them. Look at all the czars that Obama put in place. We never had a say in what they were doing or how they did their job or who it was or how much they're being paid. But they're there. They were there. We have government programs out there that who are they helping? Do they exist? And most of all, why are we funding them? Why are we paying these people to do this? Yeah, the deep state does exist, folks. And I'm 100% against it. I'm tired of the bureaucracy. I'm tired of the loopholes that are being jumped through. I'm tired of people creating jobs for themselves or for their friends. We've never seen somebody who did not know a politician get a job in government. And we're paying them. Whether they're qualified or not, whether they do the job or not, we're still paying them. We're still footing the bill. Look, guys, 26 minutes. I've got to get some things done. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I'll be back Friday. I'm going to keep up with the Six Flags thing. Um, I'm going to try to find out more. We're going to talk about it some more. It's definitely not going to be a whole show because it's an ongoing thing. Maybe once it gets resolved, we'll do an entire thing about it. It's definitely something I want to keep an eye on. You guys take care of yourselves and be good to one another. Talk to you later. This has been Robin Graves, and this is the World According to Graves. Signing out. Good night.